I'd gone through a divorce and I was messed up and more. I
Mm-hmm.
lost it. I wanted to die. And I ended up going from San Diego to San Francisco. And I had $48 in my pocket. I had given up everything, credit cards, money, house, everything. I gave up everything and I was gone. And I really wanted to die.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking forward to a car or a semi hitting me, and that would be the end. And I remember that day, that moment, as if it was yesterday, where I just said to Jesus, I said to the Lord, um, "If you really are for real," and I was defiant. I was really crazy. I raised my arm and I remember put it up to the sky and I said, "Jesus, if you really are for real, you're going to have to show me that you are my God, that you are God, and that you take care of me because I don't see that happening." And I took that first step. And that was the first step to a whole new life that God had provided. Because the moment I started walking, people started, they came to me. They came to me while I was walking on the freeways. And they literally stopped me and they got out of their cars right off the freeway. They would pull over and run up to me and said, "I love what you're doing. You're walking for kids, and man, that's great. And don't stop walking. And here's some money for some lunch or something." And it was, and I was kind of like shocked because here something was happening to me where people were loving me that I didn't even know. And why would they do that? And so I just kept walking, and it was, in fact, it was I was walking in the rain, and I was walking 50 miles that day with $48 in my pocket. I remember trying to check into a hotel, and it was in Half Moon Bay from San Francisco. And I I realized I didn't have any money. I couldn't pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I called up a friend of mine's from his name is New York Mike. He lives in San Diego.
Yeah, right
He's
in your neck of the woods.
Harley. He was with Harley Davidson. He was one of the owners. He was the owner of Harley Davidson. And I said, "Mike, I'm in trouble." And we went to Bosnia together. Uh, And he said, "What do you need?" I told him. He says he talked to the manager. He says, "Whatever he needs, put it on my card." And then the manager said, "He doesn't need anything. He's going to stay here free. We're going to take care of him." Shortly after that, I got a call, and it was from the Marine Corps in San Diego. And they said, "Don't go anywhere. We're coming." And that was the beginning of my walk across the United States, especially, as you said, to Tijuana. That was my first stop from San Diego to go into Tijuana to speak to about 20,000 kids on the Day of the Children. They call it El Día de los Niños. And there were 20,000 kids waiting for me. I was, it was
I,
a whole another thing now.